Truly excited, like I said, to be hosting these calls with you today. And this product call specifically is going to be so exciting. We'll be hearing a little bit about how X39 and carnosine work together to support our overall health. And not only will we be learning about this, but we'll be hearing from David Schmidt, the inventor of LifeWave technologies, in just a few minutes. So many of you have participated in our past product training calls with David, and you know the depth of his understanding of health, biology, science, and really how LifeWave technology works and how he invented it. It's been so exciting to learn all the specifics. We want to continue these great trainings, and as we move forward with LifeWave Connect, few of you will continue to be able to hear from David, from other health leaders, and even some of our LifeWave distributors. We'll not only be talking about product specifics, but we'll be sharing with you how to talk about LifeWave, how to talk about our products, what do they do, and what are the results that you can share in a compliant way. So stay tuned for details on what topics will be paired with specific product trainings. You can receive those details and learn about those in our weekly and monthly newsletters, as well as referring to the specific details on the events section of our website. Now, before I turn the time over to David, and I know that's why you're all here, we all love to hear David talk about the products. I wanted to briefly talk with you about some methods of sharing our products and how to make a big impact. Now, again, I won't take up too much time talking about this, as we all can't wait to learn a little bit more about X39 and carnosine from David. But let's talk a little bit about how you can share what you've learned today. Now, a really important thing for you to do is to practice how you talk about the products. As we know, if we're not prepared, it's really easy for us to maybe slip in some things that aren't fully compliant and not be able to share your experience with LifeWave technology in a succinct way. We get really excited about what we've experienced when we've used this great technology, and sometimes we just share too much, right? And so it's important that we really, like I said, practice talking about this great technology and what it's done for you. Something that is really helpful is for you to be able to identify and express how you've experienced this product in a compliant way, but also within a 15-second time frame. I like to call this an elevator pitch. It's so helpful if you can really, like I said, practice outline exactly what you want to say in a succinct way. It's really good. It really helps you to have such a bigger impact when you're sharing what you've experienced with these products. So really break down those specifics. What product do you love? What has it done for you? And how can it help someone else? Again, in a 15-second time frame, so that you're not exploding with excitement whenever you talk to someone about the product. Now, we've talked a little bit about this on some of our other calls as well, and how when we not only have our elevator pitch, but when we have a specific way of sharing, when it's all focused on storytelling. For those of you that tuned into our business call last week, where we talked a lot about how do we attract and retain customers, we spent a little bit of time talking about storytelling. How when we share what we've experienced and it's relatable to us, then other people feel compelled to listen because they care about you. They care about what you've experienced. And then in turn, they'll want to share what they've learned and experienced as they've tried the products as well. So really get honed in on your storytelling techniques. Really practice how you can share, not only in the 15 seconds, but once you've had an opportunity to learn a little bit more about the product with someone, as you've already had a little bit of opportunity to pique that interest, expand your story. But again, practice it so it's succinct. Practice it so that you're sharing the biggest impacts, the biggest wows in a way that's understandable, that's relatable, and very realistic. That's really important. I've talked with one of our leaders, Chuck Michael, and he shared with me a technique that I really, really like. He has a very specific script that he uses when he shares this story of LifeWave or shares what he's experienced. And it's so simple. Anyone can use it. He says something as simple as this. Let me tell you what happened to me. Who doesn't want to know what happened to you? People that care about you, or even people that are just interested in life will want to know what happened to you. And not only can you share the specifics of what product has done in your life, but it can also lead to talking about the business. So recommend doing that, really understanding those specifics and how that works for you. We've also talked about the app that we have here at LifeWave. There are some great tools and techniques that can be facilitated and utilized by just signing into this free app that we have. It's so easy. It allows you to share short, medium, and long stories, articles, and important details. You can track how much people are looking at these things. It's so great. It's such an easy tool to use. So we recommend downloading the app, looking it over, and really playing around with it and seeing how this could be a great way for you to compliantly share information about the awesome products that we have. Another important thing that you can do is by constantly living the LifeWave lifestyle. We talk about that a little bit, living the LifeWave lifestyle and sharing that lifestyle on social media. Again, this is not something where you're saying, buy my stuff, buy my stuff, buy my stuff. No, you're showing people how wonderful your life is, all the great things you're experiencing because of this technology, because of these great products, because of this opportunity. And so if you're able to share that consistently in a compelling way on social media, that piques interest. That's another great way to share stories about the product. Also, whenever you're going out and about, that's a great opportunity to spark conversation when you have your patches visible. Now, I wouldn't say put them on your forehead, although you could, but sometimes when you just have something sitting on your arm or it's on the back of your neck or wherever, that will prompt conversation. That's a great opportunity for you to share your 15-second elevator pitch. It's a great way to share. It's a great way to spark that conversation. And another thing that we talked about on our last business call was secret groups. Now, we won't go into too much detail on this, and we'll continue to educate and share specifics on how you can create secret groups on social media, specifically to Facebook. Look for our future business calls where we dive in even more on what these secret groups look like. But as a high level, this really leverages the model of ATM, which is add, tag, and message. And you're allowing people to become a part of the LifeWave lifestyle through communities that you and others on your team create. This is a great space for testimonials to be shared, for videos to be shared, and for others to connect and experience new stories. Again, you may have noticed everything we've talked about right now is all centered on storytelling. And truly, that is one of the best things that you can do is take the time to really identify what is your story and how can you share the benefits of what LifeWave is with others through that storytelling. If you got anything from what I just shared, please remember that. Stories are the most compelling way for you to share the information about your experiences and practice it. Be specific. Really take the time to fully flesh out your story and practice it. Say it in front of a mirror. Share it with your friend. Talk to your dog. It doesn't really matter. But the more times you share your 15-second elevator pitch and your slightly longer story that should still only be about a minute long, if you do that, when you have opportunities where people are interested by, again, maybe what you shared on social media, your patches are visible, maybe it's in a secret group. But when you have those stories really locked down, that helps you to feel confident in sharing in a way that, again, you won't get overly excited and share things that are not compliant. This allows you to feel confident in what you're sharing and be very powerful and have a big impact in the information that you're sharing. Okay, so enough talk on that. I know you're really here to hear from our founder, CEO, and inventor of Life.